It's tough living in this world with all of the products and the fragrances. I had lost my period for 2 years, and it wasn't until I started to cut those things back that my body healed and my period came back. Hey, welcome back to Mindful May. I recently ran out of all of my household cleaning items. I don't know how it happened at once, but I made a bulk order of the necessities for my non-toxic home, and I wanted to share with you how I find clean items, where I buy them, and then cover what I specifically use as I refill everything that I've run out of. Getting started with how I find my non-toxic items. I use an app called the EWG. This is the Environmental Working Group, and they have a database of over 120,000 products, which includes beauty, household items, men's, children's, nail products, sunscreen, and so much more. This is not sponsored. I just love this site. I've probably been using it for over 8 years. I really love it and I trust it. They have a really helpful app that you can use in store to scan barcodes and see how items rate on a scale of EWG approved, which is a 0, to a 10, which is highly toxic or hazardous. So they rate items by ingredient and its probability to cause or worsen allergies, reproductive or developmental toxicity, neurotoxicity, endocrine disruption, which is our hormones, or cancer. So it is very eye-opening to use and honestly puts the fear of God in me and just calls me higher when it comes to what I'm putting on my body and what I bring into my home. So that's how I choose my products. Next is how I source them or where I buy them. I get my products kind of from all over. Sometimes I can find clean items at the grocery outlet, which is a bargain shop here in Idaho, but I know they have them in several states all over. It is my favorite store. It's almost like thrift store shopping because they have random brands, sometimes really awesome brands, and it's kind of like a bargain treasure hunt. It's the best. I also grab some of my skincare items from Walmart, but for household cleaning specifically, I predominantly use Thrive Market. I have over a dozen of their products in my house right now. I've been using Thrive for over 2 years. They'll have their own cleaning product line. Look at these ratings. I think home products receive a letter grade and then skincare receives a 1 to 10 grade. So all of these are grade A. We love that. And I just received my Thrive order. So let's unpack it and I'll tell you what I got from there. All right, first up is my favorite fluoride-free toothpaste. Right now we have Tom's in our bathroom. I don't know, it just has such a bland taste. I don't love it, so I'm glad to have this back. I haven't found another place where I can find this, so I get this on Thrive. This is not a cleaning product, but I get my sun butter from Thrive. I can't find them wherever I grocery shop. This is just roasted sunflower seeds and salt. I love this on fresh sourdough bread. It's the best thing ever. This is also a little random. These are travel collagen peptides. I just wanted to keep these on hand for when I need a little boost of protein. I have gone through 2 of Thrive's full-size collagen, and those are such a good price per serving. Each bag is 50 servings, and it breaks down to 50 cents a serving and 10 grams of protein. I love those, so I got the travel size. So now on to actual cleaning products. Whoa. All right, I've got my dish soap. This is unscented. This gets a grade A on the EWG. I just prefer unscented for my dish soap. My dishes don't need to smell nice, you know? Love that. So I need to refill my soap pump. And then this is my first time using the hand soap refill, but it was such a good price for this amount. I don't generally buy scented hand soaps, but this is for my downstairs powder bathroom, which is generally only used by guests. In all transparency, this rates as a 4 on the EWG because of added fragrance, but again, it's mostly for guests. I want them to smell nice. The soap pump that is in there right now was a housewarming gift, and we've lived in this house for a little over a year, and it's just now running out. So we don't use it a lot. I don't know why I have to explain myself to you. I bought one with a scent because I want my guests to smell nice. Okay, so that's hand soap. And lastly is dishwasher detergent. We have gone through probably 5 or 6 bags of this, and we love it. Super simple ingredients. It also gets a grade A on the EWG. So that's my Thrive order. It's actually a pretty small order compared to what I usually get, but this is what I needed. Again, this video is not sponsored, but anyone who has a Thrive membership can refer a friend. I get something, you get something. So if you're interested in signing up, you can get 40% off your first order down below using my link. I've always felt confused about spending money to save money, but if you break it down monthly, it's $5 a month. And for me, that's one trip to my local Whole Foods, which is 30 minutes away. And if you calculate it, which I did for this video, it's about $5 in gas to get there and back. So that's how I justify using Thrive. It's kind of like my online health food store. So check it out if you're interested or ask questions if you have any. Time to refill some stuff. Now we are in my bathroom and my body wash is all out. I do really like this brand, but this was $10 and I found this at Grocery Outlet for $10. And it's huge. It's fairly clean. It gets a 3 on the EWG. Oftentimes when it has like a plant extract or essential oil, it will rate it a little higher just because there's not as much data on those things. But I personally know that I do fairly well with essential oils. I don't have any allergies, so it doesn't bother me that this gets rated a little higher. The most important thing for me actually is that it doesn't have any pore clogging ingredients. I have acne prone skin, so if something is going to go on my body, on my skin, I wanna make sure it doesn't have any pore cloggers, especially my body wash. No back knee here, please. And then I also use whatever my body wash is as my hand soap. My hand pump is almost empty, so I'm going to refill this and then put the rest in my shower, because if I'm washing my hands with soap and there's any residue on my hands and then I touch my skin, you know? So I wanna make sure that whatever I'm washing my hands with doesn't have any pore cloggers in it. And I use a pore clogging ingredients checker that's available on the ClearStem website. They're an awesome company. I really love what they do. And I use their pore clogging ingredients checker all the time. So this was a win for me, 10 bucks. This isn't necessarily a refill, but I just ran out of my face wash, so I just got another of my facial cleanser. This also scores a 1 on the EWG. It's very clean and good for acne prone skin. It passes all my tests. Lastly, in my bathroom, I need to make more dry shampoo. This is something I make, I don't buy it. This is an old baby powder dispenser. I think I got it from my sister. So I just need to pop off the lid, and then when I get back down to the kitchen, I'm going to make some more dry shampoo. And I should probably put some in my hair today. We are now in my laundry room, if you couldn't tell. And this was actually an oversight on my part. I am almost out of my Rosy detergent. We've used several bottles of this and really enjoy it. So I will need to make another order soon. We really like this stuff, but I will say my husband and I live very tame lives. We don't have children yet. We work very normal jobs, and this gets the job done for us. But I believe my sister used to use this, and because her husband is a farmer and she has 3 kids, she transitioned into something a little more powerful that would fill her needs. So that is just a disclaimer. And you might notice that I have OxiClean in here because I get oil and grease on my clothes and this works. So if you have a non-toxic stain remover idea, hit me up, let me know. Now we're back to the kitchen for some dry shampoo. So I do use this little dispenser. I know some people will use a little jar and like a makeup brush and dab it into their hair. I should do that. I think it would work a little better. This is what I use. I just dump a little bit onto my hands and then kind of run it through whatever parts of my hair are really oily. I'm just going to take cornstarch and cocoa powder and make a nice little mix. I've heard that if you are brunette, you want to do half cornstarch, half cocoa powder, but I don't really know what color my hair is. I'm like not blonde, not brunette. I'm just gonna do a little bit of cocoa powder. I don't really know. I'm gonna follow my heart. Oh. I don't know if I should be bothered that I ran out of everything at the same time or if it's kind of convenient. Then I can just do it all at once. And this is honestly one of my favorite products. I don't even know if you could call it a product, but I just feel like it works really well, at least for me. Okay. Yeah. There we go. So twist closed. This whole thing is so messy. Okay, so now that it's open, this is perfect. This is like light brown. This is not a good idea to do on camera, but I generally just put it in my hairline. Kind of work it through. And that's that. Okie dokie guys, that is all for my little non-toxic home tour. That was not covering everything, but quite a bit of it. And to end, I did just want to say this, I am not perfect at this. I'm not all natural, baking soda and vinegar and essential oils. It's tough living in this world with all of the products and the fragrances and the additives and the mystery chemicals. It's a challenging path to trod, attempting to eliminate toxins and endocrine disruptors and all of that nastiness from your life. But if it's something you're interested in or passionate about or you feel is the right thing to do, keep pursuing it, keep researching, keep looking into it, and just do your best, because that's what we're all trying to do. I started getting into this stuff after high school. I had lost my period for 2 years, and it wasn't until I looked into a more holistic way of living. I was looking into endocrine disruptors and aluminum in my deodorant and processed food I was eating. And it wasn't until I started to cut those things back and change those things that my body healed and my period came back. And I have been passionate about it ever since. But still to this day, I'm not perfect. I have OxyClean in my laundry room. I use soap with fragrances. So I'm not a professional. I'm just a girl doing the best with what I have and what I know today. I think the important part is that I'm committed to growing, to learning, to being open, but also convicted that all I can do is my best, and that's enough. There's so much information out there, and we as individuals can only handle so much. So be gracious with yourself, be gracious to others, especially if you're commenting below. So yes, please share anything you'd like about non-toxic living below. If you have any tips or your favorite tricks or your favorite products, I know I'm interested, and whoever's watching this is probably interested too. That's all from me. Blessings on your home and your health. Cheers.